I'm Josh Zary, number 17 for the Alberni Valley Bulldogs, and I'm coming on the I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
I'm Emanuelson Charbonneau. I'm wearing number 3. I'm playing for the Alberni Valley Bulldogs, and I'm coming on I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
I'm Bono, number 9 for the Alberni Valley Bulldogs, and I'm coming on I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
I'm Ryan Nause. I'm number 22 for the Alberni Valley Bulldogs, and I'm coming on the I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
I'm Maltais, number 23 for the Alberni Valley Bulldogs, and I'm coming on I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Looking for the most beers on tap, great steaks, great staff? Head over to the John B. Pub.
We got the best beers, steaks, chicken wings, nachos in town. Come see us at the John B. Pub.
The John B. Pub, the best bar in town. Come sign up for our football pool. Say Hayes sent you.
The number 1 sports podcast in Vancouver with Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
Ryan Hayes and Big Mike. I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Taking over the podcast scene in Vancouver. Get down or lay down. Lay down. Lay down.
Back to the goal. Pass it out. Centered. Scores the first for Zary. Castani with a good second effort to get it in deep. He'll chase near corner. Oh, Zary just absolutely eviscerated. Up the middle, breakaway. Josh Zary scores! He scored in 2 straight. Josh Zary just missed a stretch pass for Castania that had the whole Bulldog bench going, oh man. Zary on the forecheck. Good finish his check as his man avoided him. Now he'll tip it on net, get his own rebound, through his eyes, Castania, oh my goodness! That one blocked by Zary, and now Zary is on a breakaway, trying to get away from Jakubowski. Zary in, scores! Josh Zary! Right side, 1 touch long, 2-on-1. Ethan Bono, right side, walks into the right circle, scores! Back-to-back games for Bono on a beautiful chip by Benito. And it's going to hit him right off of it, right on the seat of his pants. It's on the outside of the base of the net. And now a late one, Campbell knocked down Bono. And then when he's down, Bomber game 1 in the back. Bono's giving some straight arm lefts back. Oh, and now the glove dropped, and the Lions person got dropped, and now Bono has no helmet on. Yikes. Right hands. Now back to the knees, and he wants to get a hand free here against Bomer. Bomer throws a couple of rights over top.
Yeah, Bomer's throwing some pretty good punches there.
Well, one of them took the Lions person, Holly Henderson, down. That's not good, but that's how tough the Lionsing job.
Put it onto his stick. Croucher spins away.
Gave Zary an assist on it. Top of the point, Fontaine. Left side, Charbonneau. Red shot, he scores! Charbonneau from Fontaine and Maltais.
It's Vancouver's Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
So Josh, if my stats are correct here, born in Nanaimo, give us a little about your hockey story, kind of when you started, where you started, and where you've ended up now with the Bulldogs.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I started when I was young, like everyone, probably 4 or 5. played my minor hockey all the way up, and then played major midget for 2 years in Nanaimo. And then I ended up playing junior B as a 17-year-old. Enjoyed my time there, and then halfway through the season, I moved up to Alberni, and then I've been there ever since. So it's been pretty cool.
Sweet. Absolutely. And Manu, you're up next, bud. Tell us a little bit about obviously born in Quebec, and give us your hockey story.
Yeah, same thing as Josh. I played my minor hockey in my hometown, and then I play major midget. It's like a hometown like 45 minutes away from my home. And I came here last year in my 16, and I'm playing here in my 17 too. So, yeah.
Okay. And Ethan, born in Port McNeill, give us your hockey story.
Yeah, like everyone else, started young, played minor hockey in Port McNeill until I was 14. Moved down to Victoria to play academy for my Bantam second year and midget first year, and then was lucky enough to crack the lineup in Alberni as a 16-year-old.
Sweet. And Ryan, born in New Brunswick, give us your hockey story, bud.
I was actually born in White Rock. That's like a little unknown fact about me. So I was born in White Rock. No, you're not gonna be able to find that anywhere on the internet. So I guess that's the first you'll be hearing that. So I started doing figure skating and can skate in White Rock, and then my family moved back out east because that's where our family's from. I played most of my minor hockey just locally in Riverview, New Brunswick. And then when grade 9 hit, I moved to prep school in Quebec, Bishop's College School. So I did grade 9 and 10 there. And then I moved to Newbridge Academy, which is no longer a school, but it was in Nova Scotia. So I played my final 2 years of high school there. And then I played a year in the Alberta League. And then I was fortunate enough to end up on the Bulldogs. And I've been there my last 2 years of junior.
Sweet. I definitely butchered that with your brother too. I should have known that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Like, geez. And Mike, don't you have a Bulldogs jersey you're supposed to have on right now?
I do. I'll grab it here in a sec.
Yeah.
And Matthew, born in Quebec, give us your hockey story, bud.
So started minor hockey back home again in my small town, and then decided to go play major midget in the same league as Manu. I was about 40 minutes away, about same thing. And then I decided to go prep school in the United States. I played there for a year and a half at Kimball Union. And then I decided halfway through the year this year to come play here in the junior A for the Alberni Valley Bulldogs.
Okay. And did you guys play any other sports growing up? And is there anything else that you excelled at?
Yeah, I played lacrosse growing up. I started my young teen years and played all the way up until I had to make a decision on hockey or lacrosse. But I played a lot of lacrosse.
Okay.
For me, not really. I was playing soccer when I was young, but I had to choose between hockey and soccer. So I chose hockey and never played soccer ever after that. So.
Okay.
I played soccer growing up until I was about 12, and then was just traveling a lot with hockey, so I had to stop playing soccer.
Geez, I think I did it all. I did soccer, football, taekwondo, lacrosse, swimming. I mean, my parents kind of threw me in everything. All the neighborhood kids were kind of in all these different sports. So my parents wanted me to get to experience that with them. So, I mean, until I was probably 12, I was 4 or 5 different sports kind of thing.
I did mostly baseball when I grew up, baseball till I was probably 15. And then I probably did like a year or two of lacrosse, and then that just took off. I mean, I just didn't really enjoy my time in lacrosse, I guess, and then went straight back to baseball. And then it was hockey or baseball, and then continued with hockey.
Mike's big on the lacrosse, but it always bothers me. I think running down a floor would hurt my knees. Then again, I'm old as shit. So. Right?
Yeah. This one's for all you guys too. Just want to kind of ask why you guys chose the BCHL. We always like to ask that question because obviously in hockey you have so many different paths you can go. So we'll start with Josh on this one and go to the next guys.
Yeah, I think for me, being a BC-born kid, living in Nanaimo with a hometown team, I think playing in the BCHL was always a goal of mine. And then when the opportunity arose and I had the chance to play for Alberni, I felt like a perfect fit.
Yeah, for me, my goal was to play D1 one day. So when after that commit, I think the BC was like the perfect fit for me to prepare myself before college. So that's why I came into BCHL.
Kind of the same as Josh, just living in BC. You always watch the BCHL, and then when I was in Bantam, it was kind of between that or the Dub, and then the Dub draft passed and I didn't get taken, so I started thinking about the BCHL more. And once I went to Alberni, I just never looked back.
Yeah, I guess in my case, I was kind of a late bloomer. So I figured the D1 route would give me more time to kind of grow into my body and just more time to develop. And being from, I guess, New Brunswick, the Maritime Junior Hockey League just you don't get as much exposure to Division I programs. So, I mean, every kid out here is just itching for a chance to play in the BC Hockey League. And I mean, it speaks for itself, all the exposure and the commitments that guys get and the opportunity. So, I mean, I was just fortunate to get the opportunity, and yeah, just super fortunate.
And you
hold on.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Thought so.
No, you're good. For me, it was basically the same thing. So I was in the States playing prep school, and then I wanted to play junior, and then I was started to look at couple junior leagues, and I thought the BCHL was a perfect fit for me. So yeah, I just decided to come here.
And do you have any idea what you might want to major in going into college years for all you guys?
Yeah, I think for me, I'm going to go into the business side of things, probably just take general business to start and go from there. But I think business is what interests me the most for sure.
Okay.
For me, it's criminology. I love watching like crime show on Netflix and stuff since I'm young, and like this type of movie. So yeah, I want to move into this criminology. Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm going to go into business when I go to school, and then I'd also like to look at something in the sports management, maybe become an agent or a coach, something like that.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'd say for myself, I'll probably head down the business route with some kind of sports management secondary, same as Ethan.
And yeah, for me too, I'd love to become a sports journalist, or just try to keep the sports in my life after hockey career or something. So yeah, just like a sports coach or like anything.
Sweet. And you guys probably don't even recognize this jersey, but it's the Burnaby. It's the Burnaby Bulldogs. So this is before they moved up to Alberni. They were in Burnaby for a couple of years.
That's awesome.
It's a throwback.
Is it even close to the same logo?
I'm pretty sure it's pretty similar.
Yeah. Basically the same logo. Yeah.
Okay. And what's
you guys?
Okay, go ahead, Mike.
I was just gonna say, any nicknames and what's your guys' favorite jersey number and why?
I guess my nickname's just my last name, Zary or Zares, and my favorite number would be 17. It's the number I wear now, and kind of a number I like growing up. So yeah, I just kind of stuck with it.
My nickname's Charby, or just Charbs, and I chose number 3 last year. Was like a new start for me, junior career, and then I just stick with it.
My nickname's Bones because of my last name, and when I came to Alberni, I chose 9 because my cousin wore it, and I started to like it. So yeah, I'd say 9 is my favorite number now.
I guess nicknames Rhino or Nause, and 17 actually used to be my favorite number, but Zares had it. So I wore 2 the year before. Funny story, actually, I was putting in my number choice. No one let me know that the numbers only went up to 29. So I picked all these super high numbers. I got stuck with 2. So I figured I wouldn't let myself get stuck with 2 for another year. So I picked 22 instead.
Sweet. So my nickname's Maltz or Malt. It's just shortened up for my last name. And I'd say my favorite number would be 92. It's kind of like a day of birth thing, September 2nd. So yeah, just growing up, I usually always had 92, and then I just stuck with it.
And this is the last serious one I got for you, and then we get some fun questions. What's one aspect of your game you guys are looking to improve on?
I think for me, it would be my skating. It's kind of always been something I wanted to work on growing up, and I think it's something I can improve on and help me at the next level. So yeah, definitely skating for me.
Yeah, same for me. I think skating's like, if you're a good skater, like you have a really good base right at the start. I mean, you can see in the NHL, like McDavid, all these guys, like the best skaters in the world. I think like you can always improve your skating. So yeah.
Mine would be the same as Manu and Josh. I think just the way the game's going so fast now that skating is a big part of it. So I'd say skating for sure.
For me, I'd probably say physicality. I mean, the jump from junior to college is a big step. So just getting physically ready and being able to take that, you know, the size difference, you know, you're playing against full grown men. So I'd say physicality for me.
Mine would probably be my quick release. So shot, I guess. I'd love to have a better quick release. And of course, like the other guys said, I feel like you can't always be like the best skater. There's always going to be improvement in that. So yeah, I'd say quick release and skating.
Okay. And who would you guys say you mirror your game after or try and play like?
I'd say I look at a couple guys like Patrice Bergeron's one of them, guys like JT Miller, Bo Horvat, Sean Couturier, just guys that can do it at both ends and produce at the offensive end as well.
For me, it's more like Charlie McAvoy. I think he's a good two-way defenseman. We got like basically the same size, and he played college too. So I kind of want to have the same route as him.
For me, I'd probably say like a Ryan Johansson or Kevin Hayes, just a big centerman who can play a 200-foot game.
Yeah, for myself, growing up, Torrey Krug was always my guy. I was a smaller D man, so trying to model around him a good 200-foot defenseman.
Mine would be Alex Killorn from Tampa Bay. You know, just a big power forward that can play 200 feet. So, yeah, I really try to model my game from Alex Killorn.
Okay, if you were having a dream dinner party, and you can invite 3 famous people, dead or alive, who are you guys bringing? For example, mine are Tupac, Seth Rogen, Paulina Gretzky.
All right. I think number one for me would probably be Sidney Crosby. Just, I mean, someone kind of as a Canadian kid, idolizing him growing up. I would definitely want him there. And then Michael Jordan as well. I think he's just another person that he's one of the greatest athletes of all time. And then probably for me, Barack Obama. I mean, I think he's a very interesting man and did a lot of cool things. So yeah, I think those would be my 4. Sorry.
Yeah, all good.
I'd probably invite like Madeline Klein, with Charlie McAvoy, my favorite hockey player, and I'd say Donald Trump maybe.
Okay, interesting. I like it.
For me, I'd probably say Wayne Gretzky, just a Canadian icon and probably the best hockey player of all time. And then Will Ferrell is my favorite actor. He's pretty funny too. And then third one would probably be Tiger Woods.
Nice.
For me, I'd say I got to go Chris Farley. Been a huge Chris Farley fan since I was probably 10. My parents introduced me to his movies at a young age. And then Jim Carrey too, big Jim Carrey fan. And then Michael Jordan. I mean, I'd love to pick that guy's brain, get to know what motivates him, what fuels his fire.
For me, I'd probably go Matthew Tkachuk would be number 1. Just love the guy. And then I'd probably go Kevin Hart. And then probably Megan Fox as my third one.
There you go.
Oh boy.
Just to yeah, spice things up.
Yeah, right. A little eye candy. You can't go wrong with that.
And do you guys have any pregame rituals or routines? We've had some weird ones on here, so I don't think you can get any weirder. But we've had one guy that blows up a balloon with a straw to get his lungs going. We had Simon Knack in the Dub. He eats a banana between every period. We've had a guy change his laces every game.
That was Simon Knack.
Wow.
I don't think I got anything too weird. I'm pretty time-based, so I like kind of keeping a pretty clean schedule just from like getting up from a nap and showering and eating and stuff like that. So I'm pretty dialed in like that, but I don't really got anything too wacky or anything that I do before the games.
Mine's just that I'm always eating like the same pregame, just chicken and pasta. And I'm always like starting with my left foot when I'm putting my skates on. I'd say that's it.
Yeah, nothing too crazy for me. I mean, same pregame meal every day, get to the rink at the same time, and then kind of find a passing partner during warm-up. Me and Nick Beneteau on the team, we usually do that, and then just get off the ice for warm-up at the same time every game.
Yeah, I mean, I usually like to play a couple hours of video games, just kind of, I don't know, it just calms me down, and then I'll eat the same pregame, and I don't know, that's kind of it for me.
I mean, for me, when I wake up from my nap, I love my Katy Perry and Taylor Swift playlist. I love rocking to that when I wake up from my nap. Just makes me happy.
Okay. What about hidden talents? Do you guys have any hidden talents?
Hidden talents. I mean, I can do some card tricks, but I wouldn't call myself a magician, but I mean, I can pull off a couple card tricks. I think that'd be mine.
Okay.
Not really, to be honest. Like, no, not really.
Yeah, same for me. I don't think I have a hidden talent.
Yeah, geez, I can't really think of a hidden talent that I got either.
For me, it'd probably be like Zary. I don't know why. When I was younger, I loved the magicians and stuff, and I always wanted to be one. And I thought magic was real, so I'd be in my basement just grinding with the cards, and yeah, it just never worked out. Just terrible with cards still.
Well, better than my special talent, anyways, or my hidden talent. I can do West Side, but I do it with my toes with no hands.
No way.
Put those toes away.
Yeah. Summer season, bud.
And for all you guys, bring us back to your first BCHL goal. And do you still have the puck?
Yeah, I do still have the puck, and then it was against Nanaimo at home actually, and one of my former Bill brothers, Keaton Mastrodonado, had the puck behind the net and fed it to me in the slot, and thankfully it went in. Yeah.
Mine was last year in the pod against Nanaimo, and I still have my photo here in my room, and me and Bolo just silly together. So yeah, it was a good moment.
Yeah, mine was last year in the pod against Nanaimo as well. It was probably about 10 games into the season, and I hadn't scored yet, and it was late in the game, and I just kind of drove the net, tipped one in, and it ended up being the game winner. So it's pretty cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, mine, I was just sitting at the point. Sharpie throws me a nice D to D. I kind of drift out wide, throw a sector on net, and found its way through some traffic. And, you know, they don't ask how, they just ask how many, right?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, mine was against Chilliwack this year. I got a 2-on-1 and just closed my eyes and shot it, I guess, and went in. So, yeah. And I still got the puck, still sitting in my stall right now.
Awesome. And I know you guys were stuck in the pod last year, but what would you guys say your favorite road barn is now that you got to play in some more rinks this year?
I think for me, like Penticton's always a cool one to play in, but I think Wenatchee is a pretty cool rink. Again, go down the States and play. They get some good fans too, so I'd say those two.
I mean, I haven't been in all the rinks yet, but I'd say my favorite one is like Chilliwack. It's a big rink. It's always fun to play there.
Yeah, for me, I'd probably say Penticton or Chilliwack. Both are pretty big rinks. It's kind of that almost NHL feel, and yeah, just the fans are always kind of yelling at you, so it kind of gets you motivated.
I'm gonna have to go with Surrey Eagles home rink, the Olympic sheet. I love the extra space.
Okay.
I enjoyed the Vic one, the Victoria one. I don't know, just small and modern, and yeah, I just liked it there. I don't know.
And nobody says Coquitlam.
Oh no.
Yeah, we live like 5 minutes away from Coquitlam, not even like 2 minutes away from Coquitlam Arena. If you guys were an animal, what would you be?
If I was an animal, what would I be? Probably like a lion or something like that. I don't know. I think they're pretty dope, and they kind of rule the jungle, so or wherever they are. So I think a lion.
I'd say like a tiger. I don't know why. I just think it's like a nice animal. So yeah.
I'd probably go with an eagle. I think it'd be pretty cool to just fly around and see everything from a bird's eye view.
Yeah, I'd probably have to go with that gorilla. I don't know. I just love gorillas since I was a kid, and they're just big and jacked, and you don't mess with gorillas. So I'm gonna have to go with a gorilla.
All right.
I'd go with the cheetah. Just fast animal. I'd love to run fast, I guess. Just sprinting everyone in the jungle, you know. I'd go with the cheetah.
And we always ask this question because my answer to it is a dolphin, because I look like a dolphin because I got no hair and a nose.
For all you guys that have committed, why'd you choose there? Out of curiosity, and can you let us? Yeah, and where? And for Matt, have you committed yet?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Matt.
No, you can go.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I'm committed to Long Island University. I committed there not too long ago. The reasons I chose there, just I felt like I had the best relationship with the coaching staff right off the hop. They made me feel welcomed. I felt like we had a great bond right away, and I think there's an up and coming program with lots of upside, and just obviously the area living in Long Island, New York's a pretty exciting part of my life.
Oh yeah.
I'm committed to Omaha, Omaha. I choose there because I think it's like a really good division to play there against Nodak and all these teams. And the coaching staff's really good. They just like have a new coaching staff, and they're like insane. And like even the facilities, like just the rink and stuff, and like just like the dream, basically it's like an NHL rink and like NHL facilities. So yeah, say for that.
I'm committed to Merrimack College, and I think I picked there because the coaching staff, like the other two said, it was just they were really good to me right away, and it was pretty intriguing. And then being 20 minutes outside of Boston, you're not in the city, but you're close enough to kind of enjoy the city at the same time. And then just the division, I think Hockey East is one of the best in college hockey, so it was kind of hard to pass up Merrimack.
Yeah, I'm committed to Bentley University. I chose Bentley. I mean, it's close to home. I haven't played close to home in almost 4 years, so I think that was a big part of it for me. And the coaching staff too. I had a great relationship with them. Made me really feel part of the family. And then it's a great education, and I just felt Bentley set me up to keep all the doors open in my future.
Yeah, so I'm committed to Nebraska Omaha as well. When I talked to the coaches, I just felt a good relationship with them. I loved them. They seemed so nice and stuff. And just seeing all the rink, the campus, I just fell in love with Omaha. And yeah, it just went on from there.
Okay. Favorite sports movie and favorite sports franchise?
My favorite sports movie would probably be The Blind Side.
Nice.
I've watched that movie several times. I think it's an awesome movie. And my favorite sports franchise in hockey, I'm an Oilers fan, but away from hockey, the Cleveland Browns.
There you go. It doesn't have to be hockey. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been a fan there for quite a bit now. So yeah, I'd say the Browns.
Oh geez, it must be
So
pretty. Yeah. Go ahead, Mike. We both say the same thing.
Yeah. So you're used to losing that. I'm a Bengals fan, so I feel you, brother.
Oh, you're used to it too, then, eh?
Yeah, he is. I'm a Seahawks fan. I'm finally just tasting it.
Oh yeah.
I'd say my favorite sports movie, it's Miracle on Ice. I think it's just a great story that showed that everything's possible. And for my favorite franchise, I'd say like the Patriots, maybe. Just what Brady did out there, like get drafted so late, and like just an insane story. I just love like their coach and staff, like the story behind this team. Yeah.
For me, my favorite movie is Miracle on Ice as well. I think, even though I'm not American, it still gives me chills every time you watch it, and you know how it's going to end. And then For my favorite franchise, I'd say the Chicago Blackhawks. I mean, I kind of fell in love with them at a young age and then was able to watch them go on to a dynasty, which was pretty cool. So kind of just went from there.
My favorite sports movie, we're going to go with The Longest Yard. Big Adam Sandler fan, good comedy. And then favorite franchise, I'm going to go with the Canucks, being born out west. That's kind of what I was brought up into. Yeah, I see your tattoo there. I like it. And,
yeah, it's a fucking.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's unreal. Yeah, I'm going to go with Canucks, diehard Canuck fan.
All 3 logos that they've had, the Vancouver across the top, the whale, and the skate. Or in my time. Now, obviously, they've had more, but in my lifetime.
So for my favorite movie, I don't know if it counts, but Happy Gilmore, just a classic.
Yes, it does. Yes, it
All right,
does.
then let's put it in. Like Happy Gilmore, just amazing movie, just makes me laugh every time I watch it. And then I'm a Montreal Canadiens fan. And then I'd say outside of that, a big Red Sox fan. Love the Red Sox.
Sweet. And for Josh here, obviously cousin Connor, did you get to skate with him much or ever play with him much? And what's it like seeing him play well in the AHL and obviously represent Canada at the World Juniors?
Yeah, we've played together in a couple tournaments actually growing up. We went down to the Chowder Cup in Boston and played in that together, which was pretty cool. And yeah, we're pretty close. So it's been pretty cool to see all the success he's had, and hopefully there's lots more to come for sure.
Yeah, of course. And Matthew, for you, obviously your cousin Brandon with the Wild, what's it like seeing him play there? And did you ever get to skate with him or play with him much? I know he's much older, but
yeah, well, I mean, yeah, he's much older than me, and then so we see each other maybe like once every like 4 years or something. I don't see him often, but when I do, it's just an amazing time to spend with him. He's such a great guy, even though he's older than me. He still acts with like he still loves me, and like we just hang out, we just click together. And then to see him play in the NHL is just amazing. I mean, he worked so hard, and I'm just really proud of him.
And obviously Ryan, one of our favorite guests, brother Evan, Florida Panthers draft pick. What's it like seeing him succeed in the Q? And his future obviously is going to be a bright as well with the Florida Panthers.
Yeah, it's special. I mean, coming from a small town, there's not too many believers and, getting out of the small town and really getting that dream. But I mean, he believed in himself and our family really believed in him. And it's just special to see all his hard work just pay off and to see what he's doing. It's just special. And I'm fortunate that in the summers I get to train and battle with, a second round NHL pick. So it benefits me just as much as, I'm just, yeah, it's pretty special. It's awesome.
I'm sure there's some scrapping in that household. Give us a good story.
Oh, okay. I'll give you one. We're playing mini hockey back in the day, and I put him through a TV. We ended up scrapping. I think I broke his nose or something, but we've had some crazy tilts in the basement. Like I could go on for forever about the stories that me and him have, just battling it out in the driveway, whether it's street hockey or knee hockey in the backyard or just shooting around, playing post. Like it's fun to have that someone to compete with.
That's awesome.
That's what families for sure, especially the mini sticks down downstairs somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah,
exactly. And for Ethan and Manu, I see you guys as draft prospects coming up here. Have you guys had a chance to talk to many scouts or many teams?
I've talked to a few. I mean, I think
you don't have to name them.
Yeah, the BCHL is kind of harder to get looks, but you just got to work every day and then know that someone's always watching. So yeah.
Yeah, I talked to a few teams too, but I mean, I don't really think about that for now. I mean, I think it's gonna come if it had to come. I'm just like putting my mindset on the playoffs that start tomorrow, and I think we have an insane group of guys. And like, if it needs to happen, it's gonna be because of these guys. So I'm just trying to put my energy like with these guys.
That was my next question, actually, guys. Is how pumped you guys for the playoffs? Obviously, starting off with Cowichan, and also give us a good Wasey Rabbit story, Coach Wasey, because we got him on later tonight.
He's coming on next.
That's what he was saying. Yeah, I think we're pretty pumped with COVID and stuff. Seems like there hasn't been playoffs in forever. So I think, like Manu said, we're super pumped with the group we have, and we're just looking forward to getting things started. And a Wasey Rabbit story, I don't know if I got like a clear story, but just the guy loves to give the chirps about how many years he's played pro and such like that. So he's got lots of cool stories of where he's been and all the things he's accomplished. So he's a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, like Zary said, like we're pumped for playoffs for sure. I think we're not trying to look like too much forward in front of us. We're gonna like go step by step, and it's starting tomorrow. And I think the group we have, like we're so close. Like the leadership that we have in the room too. Like I think like we have big chance, but he's gonna start tomorrow. We'll see what happens. And for Wasey, good story. I mean, 2 days ago, I wanted to bleach my hair for playoffs, and he told me to not do it because I look ugly. And like 24 hours after, I've seen a photo of him with a blonde mohawk on Instagram. So.
Oh yeah. The Memorial Cup run, I believe.
Yeah. So that was
That's
tough.
funny. That's funny.
Yeah, like Josh and Manu said, we're just really excited to get going tomorrow. I think we just got to take it day by day and not look past Cowichan at all. I mean, they give us a run every time we play them. And yeah, I think we definitely have the group to do something special, from our 20-year-olds down to our 16-year-olds. We have a great group of guys, and it's going to be exciting to see what we can do.
Yeah, I guess I'm not really playing. I'm at home. I'm getting surgery on my back, so I'm out for the rest of the year. But I'm going to be doing as much as I can to be a part of the group, and watching film, and just trying to stay with the boys. I mean, I'm confident in our group. We got 20 or 23 guys in the locker room that are all bought in and love the game, and they're there to win. And it sucks that I can't be a part of it, but I mean, getting to witness what the boys have done this year, even just from the start of the year, all the hard work that they put in, it's really special to get to be a part of it. And I guess I don't really have any Wasey Rabbit stories, but just guys, a character, just an unreal guy. Like, I don't know, like you couldn't say enough good things about Wace. Just a kind soul, great coach, even better person. Like, he's always there for the boys. Like, he's just a great guy.
I always thought it was one of the sickest names ever.
Oh yeah.
I gotta agree with that. The Wasey Rabbit, that's actually a sick name.
Yeah, if somebody that looks like me would be saying that. I'm Wasey Rabbit. Like Elmer Fudd, right?
Yeah. But yeah, like these guys said, we're really pumped up for playoffs. I mean, we're all bought in and ready to get it started tomorrow. Yeah,
for sure. And if we make it through and end up in Coquitlam some days, we're gonna come see you guys. That's for sure.
And I'm gonna hit you with one of Ryan's questions usually, but if there's a rookie initiation or like a karaoke contest, and you had to sing one song, what song are you guys singing?
What would I sing? I don't know. I think I go some like classic or something like that. Maybe like Katy Perry or something like that, like Fireworks, something like that. Get the boys going,
Nice.
Probably a French song. It's more easy for me. Saying the guys can't understand if I'm singing that right or not. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'd probably go with Taylor Swift, maybe like 22 or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think my go-to is Eye of the Tiger. Just good beat. You can get a lot of energy going, have some fun with it.
Yeah, my go-to was Party in the USA. Just a great song and just gets the guys fired up every time.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I got one actually. What's your if you could have one superpower, what would it be? Everybody.
One superpower, what could it be? I think time travel, I think it'd be sweet to be able to go ahead and obviously back. I think it'd be kind of a cheat code. So yeah, I go time travel.
I'd probably go like invisible. So like people can see me on the ice and stuff like that. So I'd say that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same as Manu. I think I'd go invincibility. It'd be pretty cool to just walk around and like no one can see you and you can see them.
I'd probably go with I'd say time travel too. Big Back to the Future fan. I think head back in time, maybe see Doc Brown back there, you know, just meet the whole crew back in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with the other. Well, with Rhino and Josh, just time traveling. I feel like it's a cheat code, just going back and forth, just fixing everything. Yeah, just it'd be nice.
I kind of want the one where I can hear what my date's thinking as I'm sitting there having a date with the chick. I'd like to know what she's saying a little bit. Yeah, I thought of one as you were talking there, and you said so they can't see you. My go-to Selly in beer league is you can't see me. Do you guys have a go-to? Do you guys have a go-to Selly?
I don't say I really have a go-to Sally. For me, it's just kind of like the moment. I kind of base it off the moment of the game for me personally. So I wouldn't say I have a go-to one, but I definitely have done some outrageous ones before.
Yeah, I love to like point at the guy that made me the pass, made him feel like he made a good play. I think that's always fun, and just like jump with the guys after.
I think for me, you know, growing up, my dad would kind of get mad at me when I would showboat a bit. So he always told me just to act like you've done it before. So I kind of just throw my hands in the air and then just, you know, celebrate with the guys.
That's how you're supposed to do it, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't score as much as Zary does, but when I do, I'm usually just too pumped. I throw the hands up, maybe kick one leg up. There's not too much thought going into it.
Yeah, more like Josh too, just more in the moment, I guess, and just figure it out what I do after. But yeah, just in the moment.
What color's your guys' stick tape and your favorite Gato color?
Stick tape is black, and then my favorite Gato colors, I'd say blue or yellow. I don't really have a favorite, but I rock with blue and yellow, that's for sure.
My stick tape's white, and my favorite Gato's color is like yellow or blue too, I guess.
My stick tape is white as well, and I think my favorite Gato color is probably blue. I mean, you can't go wrong with it.
My stick tape's black, and I'm going with yellow for my Gato color.
Stick tape, black, and for Gatorade, I'd say blue, but underrated one, the white one. I think it's a pretty good flavor. I think it's underrated.
I like the Glacier Cherry. It's like a white one, but it tastes like cherry for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never had it, and then I just had it last week for the first time, and it's blowing my mind.
Yeah, that one was good.
And for all you guys, probably my last question here. If a scout or GM were to ask, what do you guys bring to the table, or describe your game?
I think my game is just, I'm a 200-foot player that can put the puck in the net at the other end. I like to focus on being good in my own zone, and then, then contributing at the offensive end as well. So yeah, I say I'm a 200-foot player that can contribute offensively as well.
For me, I'm a good like two-way defenseman, big size, like love to play with big physicality in his game, and like just a good first pass, made simple plays, and put like good pucks on net.
I'd say for me, I'm a big body who likes to take care of the D zone and then obviously play O zone. So just taking control of the 200-foot game, and then I like to make plays a lot. So I'd say just like a big centerman that can play a 200-foot game and then make plays.
Yeah, I'd probably describe myself as a 200-foot defenseman, good first pass, good skater, can play in the offensive zone, but can take care of the D zone as well.
Yeah, I'd probably describe myself as a 200-foot power forward that can create a lot of offense, and just can be physical too.
Okay, guys, I want to thank you guys all very much for taking the time for us today and coming on. Obviously, you guys know we're fans of you guys. We're fans of the Bulldogs, and we wish you guys best of luck here going forward, obviously, with your hockey careers and the playoffs here. Guys, win it all, guys.
Thank you.
And
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
One day we'll be there to see you and meet you in person too one day. So